I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. The rabbi from Brooklyn who faces first-degree murder charges for the killing of 2 men in Newburgh last year has been found mentally incapable of aiding in his own defense. Victor Colton was the alleged mastermind in a murder-for-hire plot that resulted in the fatal shootings of former Town of Lloyd police officer Francis Piscopo and his nephew Gerald Piscopo. 2 of 3 psychologists who examined Colton say uncontrolled manic symptoms have left him without the ability to aid in his own defense at trial. The case will be back in court January 13th. In the meantime, Colton is expected to be transferred to a psychiatric facility for treatment for at least a month. The Christmas season has gotten merrier for the families of 8 Newburgh City police officers who were scheduled to be laid off at the end of the year as part of the plan to balance the recently approved 2012 Newburgh budget. But last night, the City Council voted unanimously to restore the police positions after a compromise agreement was hammered out between the city and the Police Benevolent Association. Outgoing Mayor Nick Valentine said the arrangement is fair to both sides and saves the jobs through a revised contract that runs through the end of next year. During a budget hearing, many spoke out against the police layoffs, saying they jeopardize the safety of the city and its residents. A cafeteria aide at the Tri-Valley School in Grahamsville is being hailed a hero after saving a girl from choking in the school cafeteria.
And she started putting her hand to her throat, and I asked her if she was choking, and she said yes. Well, she didn't say yes, she shook her head. So I knew I just picked her up, and I started doing the Heimlich maneuver on her. I don't know how many times I had to do it on her before it finally came out.
Tina Connolly successfully performed the Heimlich maneuver after spotting 6th grader Nirvana Blake choking on a piece of cheese. Connolly's quick actions are expected to be recognized during an upcoming meeting of the Tri-Valley School Board. Reporter Leonard Sparks will have the complete story in an upcoming edition of the Times-Herald Record. If you haven't mailed out that Christmas package or parcel, you're running out of time. Employees at the Middletown Post Office were extra busy again today, moving the mail and all those packages that procrastinators were sending out this week. The Middletown Postmaster says if you've got more to mail, there is still time.
We're never going to tell a customer they're out of luck. Unfortunately, it is too late for certain types of mail service. We always have different types of mail service that can get it there. Our express mail this time of year, starting tomorrow, is going to be guaranteed 2 days. So if you're still sending out express mail, it's definitely there guaranteed today to get there by Friday and tomorrow to get there by Saturday. We also have a weekend delivery or Christmas delivery. It is more money, and we'll guarantee it there on Christmas time. So it is never too late to mail something at the post office.
The Middletown Post Office is open until 7 p.m. on weekdays and until 4 p.m. this Saturday. In order to get it there in time, priority mail should go out by today and express mail by tomorrow. Senator Charles Schumer was in New Windsor this morning, choosing the site of a local fish farm to call for a crackdown on fish imported from China. Schumer wants the Food and Drug Administration to increase inspections of fish from China. He says up to half of the 1% currently inspected is contaminated with dangerous chemicals.
U.S. fisheries, whether they be organic or not, whether they be aquaponic or not, face a real threat from China. China is the biggest exporter and supplier to the U.S. Here's the problem. The seafood they're sending us isn't ship-shape.
Schumer made his push at Continental Organics, a facility that raises fish for sale, and he says the issue goes beyond the health risk, with the Chinese cost-cutting fish industry operations also jeopardizing U.S. jobs. And Deer Park Town Hall was one of the places that hosted a celebration of the first night of Hanukkah, the 8-day Jewish holiday that commemorates, through a series of blessings, the rededication of the Holy Temple in Jerusalem at the time of the Maccabean Revolt.
I think it's wonderful that the town and the Chabad have gotten together to celebrate the holiday of Hanukkah by having the menorahs up outside and inside the building. And each night we will light an additional candle as required by the tradition. and it's wonderful that all the faiths can come together and celebrate their holidays this way.
The festival includes the lighting of candles on a menorah, signifying the miracle of the temple's candle wicks burning for 8 days, even though there was only enough sacred oil for 1 day's lighting. The Deer Park Town Hall ceremony, featuring members of the Shabbat House of Deer Park, Port Jervis, continues at 4 p.m. through December 27th, excluding the weekend. And after the blessings, goodies like these donuts, deep fried in oil, are available for all to enjoy.
Happy Hanukkah.
While other parts of the country figure to have a white Christmas and they're getting snow, we are getting relatively mild December temperatures plus a little rain. Thursday will be partly sunny and continued mild, with the highs up around 50 degrees. Becoming partly cloudy Friday after some early morning rain. The highs again should hit the 50-degree mark. Get caught up on all that's happening by reading tomorrow's Times Herald Record. And for breaking news, keep clicking back here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.